Hello guys, welcome to yet another wonderful session of learning with Prep Class. My name is Tutor Olalekon Israel, your Prep Class English tutor, and I am super excited to have you join me in today's session of learning. Now in today's session, we will be answering questions 6 to 10 from the WAEC English 2016 past question. Remember, the purpose of this session is to help you prepare for your forthcoming WAEC examination. So, without wasting much time, take a moment to subscribe to this channel, turn on the post notification so you can be notified whenever we upload any new content. Alright, let's begin. Now, for question 6 to 10, there is an instruction. The instruction reads, in each of the following sentences, there is one underlined word and one gap. In each of the following sentences, there is one underlined word and one gap. From the list of words lettered A to D, choose the one that is most nearly opposite in meaning. Choose the one that is most nearly opposite in meaning to the underlined word and that will, at the same time, correctly fill the gap in the sentence. Alright, let's begin. Question 6. Good policies alleviate poverty, whereas bad ones dash it. Good policies alleviate poverty, whereas bad ones dash it. Now, the underlined word here is alleviate. So we are to select the option that is the most nearly opposite meaning to alleviate. Option A, prolong. Option B, activate. Option C, aggravate. Option D, provoke. Now, alleviate means to make something bad, such as pain or problems, less severe. To make something bad, such as pain or problems, less severe. So, good policies make less severe poverty. Good policies make poverty less severe. They alleviate poverty, whereas bad ones dash it. Option A, prolong. Prolong means to extend the duration of something. Option B, activate. Activate means to make something active or operative. Option C, aggravate. Aggravate means to make a problem, injury, or offense worse or more serious. Option D, provoked. Provoked means to stimulate or give rise to a reaction or emotion, typically a strong or unwelcome one in someone. To stimulate or give rise to a reaction, emotion, typically a strong or unwelcome one in someone. Now, the most nearly opposite meaning to alleviate is aggravate. Alleviate means to make something bad, such as pain or problems, less severe. But aggravate means to make worse, to make more serious. So the most nearly opposite meaning to alleviate is aggravate. Good policies alleviate poverty, whereas bad ones aggravate it. Alright, moving on, question 7. Remember, we are to select the option that is the most nearly opposite meaning to the underlined word and will at the same time correctly fill the gap in the sentence. Question 7 reads, one expects book in a library to be well dashed, not jumbled. One expects books in a library to be well dashed, not jumbled. The underlined word here is jumbled. So we are to select the option that is the most nearly opposite meaning to jumbled and will correctly fill the gap in the sentence. Option A, numbered. Option B, documented. Option C, arranged. Option D, listed. So which of these options is the most nearly opposite meaning to jumbled? Now, jumbled means to mix up in a confused or untidy way. So one expects books in a library not to be jumbled. They're not supposed to be mixed up. They're not supposed to be untidy because it's a library. Option A, numbered. Numbered means to mark with a number or assign a number to. Okay, this book is number 1, this is number 2. You've numbered the books. Option B, documented. Something that is documented has been written down or recorded. So, okay, I have this book. Let me write this down. I have this book. Let me write this down. You've documented it. Somebody took out this book. I'll write it down. I've documented it. Now, the most nearly opposite meaning to jumbled is arranged. Arranged means to put things in a neat, attractive, or required order. So, as expected of a library, the books are supposed to be arranged, not jumbled. One expects books in a library to be well arranged and not jumbled. It is not listed. Listed means to have been included in a list. The most nearly opposite in meaning to jumbled is arranged. So the answer to this question is option C. One expects books in a library to be well arranged, not jumbled. Alright, moving on, question 8. Remember, we are to select the option that is the most nearly opposite in meaning to the underlined word and will at the same time correctly fill the gap in the sentence. Question 8 reads, despite everything, I choose to keep rather than dash the secret. Despite everything, I choose to keep rather than dash the secret. The underlined word here is keep. So we are to select the option that is the most nearly opposite in meaning to keep and will at the same time correctly fill the gap in this sentence. Option A, renounce. Option B, show. Option C, reveal. Option D, display. Now, keep in this context means to honor or fulfill a commitment or undertaking. I've promised you that I won't reveal this secret, so I will keep to that promise. I will honor that promise. To honor or fulfill a commitment or undertaking. So, despite everything, I choose to keep. It is not renounce. Renounce means to give up, to refuse or resign, usually by formal declaration. It is not show. Show means to allow or cause something to be visible. The most nearly opposite meaning to keep is revealed. Revealed means to make previously unknown or secret information known to others. To make previously unknown or secret information known to others. Despite everything, I choose to keep rather than reveal the secret. Sometimes, some people, when you offend them, secrets that what they have about you, they tend to reveal them, which is a bad thing. It is not displayed. Displayed means to put something in a prominent place in order that it may be readily seen. So the most nearly opposite meaning to keep is revealed. The answer to this question is option C. Despite everything, I chose to keep rather than reveal the secret. Alright, moving on, question 9. Remember, we are to select the option that is the most nearly opposite in meaning to the underlined word and will at the same time correctly fill the gap in the sentence. Question 9 reads, though the teachers dashed the idea, the principal was averse to it. Though the teachers dashed the idea, the principal was averse to it. The underlined word here is averse. So we are to select the option that is the most nearly opposite meaning to averse and will at the same time correctly fill the gap in the sentence. Option A, welcomed. Option B, recognized. Option C, admitted. Option D, greeted. Now, averse means having a strong dislike of or opposition to something. Having a strong dislike of or opposition to something. Though the teachers dashed the idea, the principal was averse to it. He opposed the idea. He disliked the idea. The most nearly opposite meaning to averse is welcomed. Though the teachers welcomed the idea, the principal was averse to it. To welcome means to react with pleasure or approval. This is a nice idea. The teachers welcomed the idea, but the principal was averse to it. To welcome means to react with pleasure or approval to an event or development. It means to be glad to entertain someone or receive something. This is a wonderful idea. They welcomed the idea. They showed approval. They gave approval to the idea. It is not recognized. To recognize means to acknowledge the existence, validity, or legality of something. It is not admitted. To admit means to confess to be true or to be the case. It is not greeted. Greet means to give a polite word of recognition or sign of welcome when meeting someone. The most nearly opposite meaning to averse is welcomed. Averse means having a strong dislike of something or opposition to something. Welcomed means what? To react with pleasure or approval to an event or development. So the answer to this question is option A. Though the teachers welcomed the idea, they approved of the idea, the principal was averse to it. The principal was an opposition to the idea. Alright, moving on, question 10. Remember, we have to select the option that is the most nearly opposite in meaning to the underlined word and will at the same time correctly fill the gap in the sentence. Question 10 reads, it is only natural to feel nervous when you first take the stage, but you soon become dash. It is only natural to feel nervous when you first take the stage, but you soon become dash. The underlined word here is nervous. Option A, balanced. Option B, peaceful. Option C, normal. Option D, composed. So which of these options is the most nearly opposite in meaning to nervous and will at the same time correctly fill the gap in this sentence? Now, nervous means having or showing feelings of being worried. Having or showing feelings of being worried and afraid about what might happen. So it is only natural to feel nervous when you first take the stage. Maybe you are going for a performance and the first time you're climbing the stage, you are feeling nervous. You are worried. You are afraid about what might happen. But you soon become composed. The most nearly opposite meaning to nervous is composed. When you are composed, you are calm. Even when you are just taking the stage for the first time. Or when you are acclimatized with the stage, you become calm. Composed means to be calm, controlled, having one's feelings and expressions under control. It is only natural to feel nervous when you first take the stage, but you soon become composed, you soon become calm. Now, it is not balanced. Balanced means to be fair, to be just, keeping or showing a balance, to be in good proportions. It's not peaceful. Peaceful means to be calm, to be free from disturbance. Tranquil, to be quiet, not involving war or violence. It is not normal. Normal means conforming to a standard, to be usual, typical or expected. The most nearly opposite meaning to nervous is composed. When you are nervous, you are worried and afraid. But when you are composed, you are calm, you are controlled. You have your feelings and expressions under control. So the most nearly opposite meaning to nervous is composed. It is only natural to feel nervous when you first take the stage, but you soon become composed. Alright, and with that we've come to the end of this wonderful session. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. If you enjoyed this video, click on the like button. Do not forget to drop your questions in the comment section. Also, share this content with your friends and loved ones. Do not forget to check us out on WhatsApp. Check for the link to our WhatsApp group in the description of this video. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day.